This is our broadcast, live broadcast. If you are joining, please don't forget to like the video, comment and tell us where you're watching from, and share the video. If you're new, please subscribe. Yes, I've been busy these days, so I was not able to broadcast in the morning or afternoon. So it is this hour that an hour like this is when I can come live, and I'm sorry about that for some of you that have been waiting and expecting me to come live. So that is what happened, but we are here. Okay, let's start without wasting much of your time. So as we are going forward from henceforth in this live broadcast, anybody that comes in, please don't forget to like. Okay, whenever you're going to watch the video as well, don't forget to like. It's very, very important to do so. That's a way to support the platform. That's a way you can help us on this one. What we are seeing here is the instructions from Biafran government in exile to Nigerian government. And this command and this order, this law, depending on how you perceive it, has come to stay. And there's a reason why Biafran government in exile and Biafran Prime Minister decided to take this path, because we've seen the decision that the Nigerian government are making, the one they made. There's something that some guys, please just bear with me, because I will not be mentioning everything here because of the policy. So I just try to listen to what I'm saying, and you will, if you are current, you understand what I'm trying to talk about. So there's this decision and signature that the Nigerian government have decided to sign, and agreement they have reached, and some decisions have been made, okay, believing that they are looking for money to cover up, because what Nigerian government is known for is cover up. They don't solve problem. They always want to look for alternative, the shortcut to get everything they want to get, just the way they use shortcut to rig themselves in power, and the same way they use Mago to create Nigerian as an entity from company to a country. So these are what they're doing, and we've seen many things like that in the past. So there's this agreement and kind of togetherness that we are seeing Nigerian government with some people from US or the Westerners, and what they're doing is well known to Biafrans, and that is why Biafran government are following them closely to know the outcome of their secret meetings. By the decision they make, you understand what they have chosen to do. So this is one of it. And a few weeks ago, we saw Biafra visiting Nigerian, and we know what he did and what they're trying to do about concern the food insecurity and the food growing cash crops and many other things. If you are current, you know what I'm talking about. And some well meaningful people, okay, both from Oduduwa land, from Arawa, and from Biafrans, everybody have decided to react to condemn that move with Nigerian government have made with Brigade. And it's not as if the complaint and talk have created any impact or have pushed them to change their decision. No, they have not. So Brigade have donated the forbidden fruit that people were talking about is now in Nigeria, and that includes the livestock that we are hearing that they want to create and all that. We know why that livestock is what it means and how they bring it, and the source of it is well known. It's not as if they are trying to help you, to give you food or help you to be yourself. No, that's a reason for that, and this is one of it. And the same man that they are working with has been the one championing the kind of trying to do one or two things to make sure that he control everything in terms of the procreation. So I'm not going to go details about it, but all I'm saying is what is in the public domain. Like I said, I'm not a medical doctor, but that's why I'm not a medical doctor, but at least I know what's, some of these informations are in public. You don't need to be a medical doctor for you to read it out or for you to find out what they are doing and intention. Do you understand? So that's why I'm not going to start mentioning the names and telling you what I know about it, because once I do, some people will, and people that on the platform will start questioning you. Are you a medical doctor? You should not talk about this and that. But that story will be for another day. Okay. So this is the decision that Biafran government have made, and they said okay, that perished the idea of livestock minister. Different government won Nigerian government, and not only that, this is from one of the media, I believe. This one could be from. It looks like a daily trust, but like I cannot lay my hands on the title. I mean the name of the platform. But here we have another news media saying the same thing. Livestock minister by Nigerian government rejected in Southeast different land. BRGI declares. So it's having on and on. So it's not a new thing. It's in the public domain. You can get it. You can research on that if you want to read more about it. So the news is out and people are happy with the decision because not only this livestock, some seed that have been donated as well, questionable. People are not happy with it, and we know the outcome of that kind of seed if you allow it to penetrate into our society. So that is what people are saying. I am not a medical doctor, so I'm not here to tell you it will do this, it will do that, you don't know. I'm just reporting the information as it is. So you can go and do your own verification and find out more about it. So there's another Grand Slam win from different government in Israel because MSN, sorry, MSN News have carried the information. We know MSN is just like Yahoo News. All right, you can see them here. There is a Microsoft, Microsoft New York Tech says Biafra Republic government in exile to host convention in Finland, revealing result of independence referendum. And this is not something that comes cheap. This kind of news is not something that comes cheap. If you know, you know. These are, world-class news platforms that can, if I mean, all the some of the news media or platform that have been shying away from reporting Biafrans, seeing the move and the news from MSN is a very, very welcome development. Is a way for to encourage other news platforms to pay attention to the activities of Biafran government in exile that are not only agitating for Biafran alone, but for mankind, for freedom all over. PM couldn't hide his excitement on this, just like every other well-meaningful Biafrans. And he says, this is the bombshell. MSN News has over 550 million readers, and today they reported about upcoming Biafran convention in Finland, where Biafrans will be declared. So, like I said, it doesn't come cheap. Do you understand? It doesn't come cheap. Anybody no. MSN is a very, very, very powerful online news platform, and people that are not educated, or people that are not well informed they don't have much thing to do with the platform, the MSN News. But these are people that matters, that read it. And guess where the country the news comes? The MSN, because every country have their own image. Like you have Nigerian Facebook, Nigerian Ghana Facebook, or Ghana YouTube. All these platforms have their own kind of embassy. So they have their own search engine. So if you are like Google Nigerian, Google England, Google US, that's how it is. So all these platforms have their own country-based search engine. And once you are in that location, any news from that country, we pop up to you, so you'll be able to read it. So, meaning that in America, everybody lay his or her hands on MSN, we have to listen to this news or read it out or find out. Some of them that don't even know what Biafra is all about, they will start paying attention to that. This is another prophecy fulfilled. Remember when Masanakano was telling people that we are not going to pay anybody to report about Biafra. When the time comes, they will be forced to report it. This is just, should I say, not just the beginning. This is just another step, achieved, because I can't say that Biafran are not there. Nobody knows. No, the Biafran as as a nation, have grown out of who are there, where are there, what is Biafra. No. Anybody that is well informed know Biafra. Unless you only pay focus, all your attention is on probably on entertainment news, then you may not have much to say about Biafra. But as time goes on, Biafran athletes and musicians, singers, artists, we now bring those the flag and the name Biafran to you. It's a matter of time. Once Biafran is being declared and defended, like Miriam said, all these things will be, they will all fold, they will all come to fruition, they will all come to public, step by step. It's not going to be at a go. It's a matter of time. So that is a very good news and a happy one for that matter. And Biafran Prime Minister couldn't hide his excitement, like I said. But before I move forward, let me go through some people that commented, and your comment here means a lot to me. Owen Palace, I see you. You are the first person that commented on this one. You said, "Yes, we come in time today. Thank you so much." Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You are here. You are the first person to comment on this live broadcast. I give it to you. I give it to you. You did well. And Gabriel is here. You are waving hands. And Samson Ogwa said thumbs up. And Samson said again, "Good evening, my dear brother. Good evening to you, Samson. Nice to have you." Innocent EM said, "Yes, I know it is true. It is very, very obvious true. Thank you for your precious time. Thank you for the precious time that you are using. God bless you. Thank you for your time as well. It's not easy for you to be here. Like the video as we move forward. Others will join us as well. So PM and Biafran government in exile are doing marvelously well, and this is why, if I am Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will not only be proud of myself, I will be happy with what God has done for me, for answering my prayer. Because all the prayer that the Master Kanu have prayed in the past, even before, the few days before they kidnap him, God have answered those things, those prayers. The Psalms, the worship that he always worship Elohim before he broadcast is not in vain. And he made it clear that time will come when everything will be the way it should be, by separating, that God himself will separate the wheat from the chaff. Has God done that? Yes. You may not see it now, but people that know what I'm talking about. It is not easy for someone that you trusted so much, that will be relying on him, thinking that he's with you, to just wake up one day and tell him to say something opposite from what you have been saying, or what you think that you know him for. Is from heaven. It's not by man. You don't just wake up and start confessing. Something pushes you to confess. And that is why I said that God have answered his prayer by making sure that what by other people, other freedom fighters in the same cause, in the same Biafra movement, did not get to him. It did not happen to him. That is why he's a very, very special person. Man is a special being. And thank God for the life of PM that allowed God to use him to achieve his purpose. Not everybody will answer the call of nature. I'm not talking about answer the call of death. I'm talking about when God called you to do his work, like Jonah. When he sent Jonah to preach, to bring his message, Jonah was stubborn. And what did he do? He sent well to swallow Jonah, and well carry Jonah to that land where he wanted to go and send his message. And when we got there, the word vomited Jonah. Whether it's a real story or is a kind of a story for you to learn something in the Bible, I don't know. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when God wants something to happen, he can use anything. Even Bible said that if you don't preach his word, if you don't preach my word, I can turn a stone to praise me. If you don't praise me, stones on rock can do that for me. That's the word of God. And God have find favor in PM, and he have given him the strength, the protection, the wisdom, most especially. And before I forget something, before I forgot this, PM said a prayer also. After the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there's a prayer that he made. He said, "Oh Lord, give me a 1,000 men wisdom." Did God answer that prayer? Of course he did. and a prayer of a righteous exalt a nation. That's why nation of Biafra is going to be as light as anything you can think of. I'm not telling you that this is not about bragging. This is about what I know that it will come and it must happen. It's a matter of time. No matter the shenanigans, a lot is going on in Nigeria today. Is it ordinary? No. Is Tinubu so weak and so senseless? The answer is no. Because when God have mapped out his project, anything that stands on his way, no matter how intellectual you are, no matter how smart you think you are, everything you do will become a mistake. Everything you do, even something that people know you as one of the experts, when that thing come to you, you are going to fall. That is why anything, just pay attention to what is going on in Nigeria. Even if you don't used to read news about Nigeria, I advise you to begin to read it now. A lot is going on. Ordinarily, a country that decided to have president and the president a Muslim, vice a Muslim, the kind of mistake they're making, even against their own faith, we tell you that God is doing something. Why? Because people, like I said, a prayer of a righteous person exalts a nation. The righteous have prayed, PM have prayed, and Mazanagan have prayed. Righteous is not about you sleeping in the church. Righteous is about you, is all about you being honest and truthful, straightforward and stand on the truth, no matter what. It's not easy. If God finds favor in you, that's what he will mold you to his taste, and he have molded these two individuals to his taste. All of us that are believe in Biafra, all we need to do now is just anytime you have free time or you think you can pray, just thank God. If you're a traditionalist, you find a way, the way you normally worship your own chi. Thank him for the life of these two people and the life of Biafrans, because the God of creation has found favor in us. Why? Everything, like I said, is working, the way it should be. Just for example, what I just told you about a president, a Muslim, vice a Muslim. When they make decisions, they even make decisions against their own religion, against their own faith. These are called Muslims. Do you know the level of Shetima in terms of mobilizing army, foot soldiers for his religion? Do you know his level? People that can loot money anyhow to sponsor their own foot soldiers in the name of bringing Quran to you by fire, by force, which they themselves believe that that's the best way to do. That is their faith. But when they make the decision now, everything is turning upside down. All right, we are going to discuss about that as this program, as we move forward on this program. But before then, let me tell you why I started this program with Mazanagan as PM, and what I said about that God have answered prayers of Oyendu. There's a reason for that. And you are going to listen. This is a video of PM. When he was doing his wonderful exposition that we all know him for. What we are seeing from PM now is a different thing altogether from what we know him for. Like me, I know him as one of the greatest analysts. That when he explains things to you, if PM teach you something, if you don't learn that in my day, you need to go to chapel if you're Catholic and lie down and pray, ask God to reshape your reasoning ability, to give you memory, because you lack it. He is the kind of person that once he teach you, he will bring every details. He will expose. He will have the time. One thing you need to know about a good teacher. One of the characteristics of a good teacher is it's someone that have patience. Every good teacher must have patience to teach you. That's why PM, when you listen to his live broadcast, he will play it and play it and play it and play it until it sink into your consciousness. Because once you, like me, I don't even go do that the kind of analysis he do that he normally do before. PM will repeat word. Once you want to understand what someone said, he will have time to make sure that particular information is out there. That is why people that want to be like him, they are all crying. They are all crying. They are all, because, like I said, if God did not appoint you, if God did not call you and you call yourself, there's always a difference. They're not the same. So PM on his video that he made in the past about the way was Rike, what happened to him and how Nigeria government ended him. That's something we're going to learn from it to compare it with what is going on now in Biafra land and in Nigeria, especially in the case of Mas Mahmoud Khan. Very, very, very important. So this our brother shared this video and I found it very, very interesting. He said, how Senator Andy Oba, not Ifai Oba, okay, Andy Oba, remember Andy Oba, from the same family, and Owazurike, Biafra agitation, and the Nigerian politicians are working very hard to end Mas Mahmoud Khan with the same format against the liberation. Now, you understand today, PM Samonekpa of Biafra government in exile is their end. Now, let's continue because let's start from this one. Just listen.
See how Wazirike was destroyed and his Biafra. Now watch. He said Abuba did not just come to prison to meet him. That there is something he did, which he did not tell the people of BBC. And he has come to tell you now. He did not just come to meet him. Now watch and listen to how Wazirike was destroyed. Tell me about my commanders. Are you listening to that? He didn't just come to listen how the He came with all my commanders. He came with all my commanders. I was in prison. He came with all my commanders. He came with all my commanders. That's my point. So what can I do? He made it difficult for me to say no. You see? He made it difficult for me to say no that I will never leave Biafra. So, but when he come with all my commanders, who am I to say no that I will who am I? So, all the people that I should have given order to, he has deceived them, convinced them, and they have joined one Nigeria. And he brought them to him in
just a moment. Let me control the video. I want you to see PM talking. That's what I'm trying to do, and let's see if that is possible here. Just a moment. This video will explain a lot of things to you.
I want you to listen to see how Wazirike was destroyed.
Okay.
And his Biafra. Now watch. He said Abuba did not just come to prison to meet him. That there is something he did, which he did not tell the people of BBC. And he has got to tell you now. He did not just come to meet him. Now watch and listen to how Wazirike was destroyed. Tell me about my commanders. Are you listening to that? He didn't just come to listen how the He came with all my commanders. He came with all my commanders. I was in prison. He came with all my commanders. He came with all my commanders. That's my point. So what can I do? He made it difficult for me to say no. You see? He made it difficult for me to say no that I will never leave Biafra. So, but when he come with all my commanders, who am I to say no that I will who am I? So all the people that I should have given order to, he has deceived them, convinced them, and they have joined one Nigeria. And he brought them to him in prison. So if he said no, who is he going to command? Who is he going to command to talk about Biafra? Now watch. He came with all my commanders. I was in prison. He came with all my commanders. You see, I want you to pay attention. When he is hammering, he came with all my commanders. He came with all my commanders. I was in prison. He came with all my commanders. He did not tell you that. He came with all my commanders. He came with all my commanders. Now, if you look at it, you find out that maybe like I said, Wazirike maybe that time may mean well, but then all the commanders they already followed the back of Abuba. So what would be the if you are the one, you understand? You don't know what is going to be, when you come out, you don't know your position, you don't know what is going to happen, you don't know what has happened out there. For you to see that all your heavy commanders already followed a politician to come to tell you to leave Biafra. Because what they are going to tell you was, it's not anything. Leave Biafra, leave the struggle. 50 struggle. You know, just to talk Biafra and get money and all that. Shock Biafrans. Let me tell you, I want you to listen to see how Wazirike was destroyed.
Okay, just a moment. Let me take it. I'm trying to find out the subsequent video. Let me.
He said he ended Wazirike. How many of you remember? You remember?
Okay, let me see if it is this one or not. Wait.
Struggle. You know, just begin to talk Biafra and get money and all that.
Okay.
Shock Biafrans. Let me tell you, let me shock you now. 50 struggle. You know, just begin to talk Biafra and get money and all that. Shock Biafrans. Let me tell you, let me shock you now. Those of you that still putting your voice behind the so-called the criminals in the DOS that we have expelled, those of you who still follow them on social media, do you know what you are doing? Let me tell you how you are going to end. You are going to end like Wazirike. All of you. All of you will end like Wazirike. There are a lot of people in Mossop today that really want Biafra, but they have not seen road yet. And I pray that they see road and join forces with genuine Biafrans to make Biafra come. But let me tell you, some of you will end like Wazirike. I will not say some of you will end like Mossop. Because Mossop is a group of people, just like, you know, Mossop is different from being IPO. IPOB is like the entire Biafra. But Mossop is a group of people who want to actualize Biafra, a movement for the actualization of Biafra, sovereign state of Biafra. So it is different from the indigenous people of Biafra as a nation. Now, you are going to end like Wazirike. Let me tell you the history. Let me tell you the history, how Wazirike ended. Do you know that during the Anambra, I'm going to tell you something that is deep today. That is why, you know, God is with us. Because anything we say comes from God. Let me tell you something that is very deep. Do you remember during the Anambra State governorship election campaign? Do you remember that a man called Andy Uba was boasting how he ended Mossop agitation? How many of you remember? Andy Uba was boasting that he ended Mossop. He said he ended what?
Okay, I would like to play this video to the end before I can comment on it. Although PM is doing justice to that. Please like the video. If you are joining us, please like the video. Very, very important you do so.
He said he ended Wazirike. How many of you remember? You remember? Let me tell you how they did it. Let me tell you how they ended Mossop and how they ended Wazirike. And that is exactly what they want to do to Mazin Africa. And they have succeeded in getting the criminals. But the only thing that is different here, how they have failed, is that you have the autopilot, which Simon Epa is part of. How this Wazirike agitation ended. And Uba came during the election campaign and said when Wazirike was doing his own, him and Uba went to Wazirike, that he was the one who freed all the Mossop members that was arrested. He went to prison to free them. He was telling the story how he ended Mossop. And Uba went further to say that before he went to Ralph Wazirike to prison, he made sure that he have convinced all the commanders. He went and take all the commanders of Ralph Wazirike with him, and they went to prison. He told Ralph Wazirike, you see, your commanders are with me. Ralph Wazirike was explaining. If you watch it, I made a exposition. You know, my own is that if I do something 20 years ago, it is in my brain already. My brain is like that. I register it. Anytime I want to break it, I break it out. So some of you may have forgotten the program I made during that election, but now you are remembering because I'm reminding you. Wazirike opened his mouth during the Anambra campaign, Anambra election. So Andy Uba began to teach Wazirike how to collect money and make a living and make career out of Biafra kid came out from prison, he become what you see today. Now, the same thing they want to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have succeeded in gathering the criminals in the DOS that we have expelled. Now they are going to be telling you, like you see, they are the one now accusing me of being non-government. They said the DOS already. We have expelled them. I don't want to be mentioning their name. Okay? They are the one already accusing me, accusing other Biafrans that are in the right track of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say you are all criminals. They say all the killings in Biafra land, you are the one doing it. They now begin to, even exclude the killers. They exonerate the killers. They say DSS is not the one killing. Fulani is not the one killing. It is now Simon Ekpa. It is now the top pilot. They even call us criminal gangs. They even, so Soludo has succeeded to get those criminals in the DOS. But the mistake of Soludo and why Soludo will not succeed is you have genuine Biafrans in autopilot. That did not happen during Uwazirike's fall. Uwazirike did not have, that didn't build that solid movement. That you will have somebody or splinter group, as you may call it, to take up from where Uwazirike stopped while he was in prison. So Uwazirike didn't have that. Now, they have succeeded. So now the message you'll be hearing from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be hearing in prison now, or in DSS doctrine now, is that the politicians are working with the US. Soludo is now working with the criminals in the US. They are doing well. It is Simon Ekpa is the problem now. Simon Ekpa is the only one having problem. He is now jittering boys.
I think you have captured the message. But before I go further, let me say this. I think I can categorically say that people that watch me here are not Biafrans, because I don't see the reason why we will be having a program about our freedom, about Biafrans, sharing information about what consensus. And like now I have 74 people watching live, and only 7 people managed to click on the live button. That simply means that you don't like what I'm saying. Maybe I am broadcasting for people that are against Biafran freedom. There's no reason why Biafran. If you really want Biafran, you watch a video about Biafrans, about our Igbo people. Let me use Biafran because so it not be as if I'm targeting Igbo people. All right. Not only on this platform, even in another, like other broadcasters, you go to the videos, you watch it, and you just after watching, you just go your normal way. There's no problem. That means the little things that you can do to support the freedom or anything, that doesn't cost you anything. When fundraising is being called for, you don't contribute money. If there was volunteers, you are not there. If they want to have a family meeting, maybe where you are living, you shy away. You don't want people to identify you as a Biafran. The only thing you can do, you use your phone, you hide and watch and go. And once when Biafra comes, maybe when things begin to get to that your test, but little things you can do that will not cost you anything. Nothing. You understand? But if you go to Ren or Mockery's page where you want to insult and make argument, your hand will be very, very sharp to comment. Then after commenting, that one will be fuming about the entire race, the Igbo race. You go to Asare Dokobo's page, you will be commenting and as you are commenting, Asare will be fuming. The next thing he will start insulting Igbo people. I will bring one of his just short clip from Asare, saying what Asare, doing what Asare know how to do best. But I just want, because there I will advise you, I will tell you people my own advice to everybody going to his page. When I play that video, I have something to say about it. But that is just it. And you see, I'm not talking about the liking of the video. People are disappearing. If that will make you to disappear, no problem. But I have to be honest. You cannot like me only when I'm telling other people the truth. But when I say the one that affects you, you'll be angry. That means you are not an honest person. Anyway, Cletus, I saw your comment. I think you made a comment before while I was playing that video. You said the Chuku Goze giving one name. Okay, that's Ago, Lion one. I don't know what is that, to be honest with you. Cletus, okay, your comment is here. He said, God bless you, brother. It shall be well with you, amen, and you too. Who again? Thank you for okay. I've gone through this one. Somebody from Egypt, I see you. Shout out to you. God sent Jonah to Nineveh. That is true. Cletus, are you a pastor? Are you a pastor? God bless you, sir, for the good job you are doing for Biafra. Johnson, Michael, I see you. Thank you for your comment. So that is it. What PM said here, I don't think we need more explanation to that, because he really, like I told you before I played the video, that once he teach you, once he says something, just like Master McCann, you will be forced to. No, you will be forced to, you will understand it no matter what. He will force you to know the information. He knows how to present, how to teach, how to analyze things, to lowest minimum that anybody listen to him will be able to pick the information very, very, very clear. So, and that is what is going on and is still going on. Okay, for you to confirm that they have succeeded in taking people, taking DOS to their side. I mean, the politicians. And why is it always and the Oba family? Why is it Oba family? Every time Oba family. Why is it? Don't you think that something is wrong with that family? Because Ifa Yoba is doing his best, trying everything to do the same thing that his brother did to was Ricky. Why is it so? They need to ask themselves questions. If they are not Igbo, they should just stay clear, because sometimes when you have this kind of mixed people, okay, let me. Agwewenyi, okay, my brother, my Igbo is not all that good, though. Like reading Igbo language is not all that. Agwewenyi, okay. Now from your English translation, I cannot capture it properly. Agwewenyi, okay. Don't mind me. And truly Agwewenyi, to be honest, especially in Gago Nago. So this is Chinas Award, what he said. All right. And that thing that he said is what we are going to hear now. This is one of the, reasons why you don't need to question whether they have been, the position have captured them or not. Listen.
We are brutally honest. Because they knew somebody or somewhere is that the way. In this struggle, you do struggle to a certain point. There are loopholes in that. And let me tell you something. Kambabudia, you cannot get Biafra if you neglect the political class in Biafra land.
Okay, this video is very, very short, but very, very, very powerful, and I believe it will make sense to you if you are willing to reason. You are going to understand what he said here, and what he said here is very, very, talking to me. Listen to him. I flipped the camera back because I think the volume is not all that loud. Somebody said that's a Febuchi Mbanefo said Ifa Yoba is not related to Andoba. Oh, really? But they answer Oba. So they are different families, is it? They are different families. Okay. Okay, if that is the case, but Oba is where I was thinking that they are family. Coincidentally, they bear the same surname. Okay. And they are the same, they are from the same state. So that is where I was having a kind of I was confused about it, but thank you for the clarity. Now let's hear this guy, okay?
Because they knew somebody not somewhere native. Is that the way? As in this struggle, you do struggle to a certain point. There are loopholes we have. And let me tell you something. You cannot get Biafra if you neglect the political class in Biafra land.
Okay.
You must always have a strategy to negotiate with them. Mazi, these are the things. Mazi, these are the things I'm saying, that these criminals, what they try to do, another thing they try to do, which they understand that IPOB is having an edge, is to try to close that possibility for negotiation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always left open. You know, from the beginning of this struggle, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always left a window of negotiation open. That we are ready to negotiate, and these are the things that these criminals, yes. Let me tell you something. Ojukwu lost the war because he blinded and out of this thing, he neglected. That's why you see most of the political class later join the Nigerian side to fight him. Do you understand me? This is the things IPOB will not make it. Irrespective of my life, my life. Do you understand me? Irrespective, we like you, we don't like you. If there is something you can do for us to make sure that we get our freedom, we are not going to be compromised. And most of them know our stand. Not even I like it at all. We are brutally honest. And people will come here. When you know somewhere, but because the leadership of Praha, the leadership of Praha, not for this. All of them will try there.
And they always fast to call people criminal. they will start criminal. These criminals. Happy May, the people are these people are shameless. Happy May, what happened to your spanner? Why are you commenting with I think I have given the two accounts that you used in last time. I have sent you spanner on that, and you are here again with a different account. One thing about you is that I love about you is that your name is always the same. No matter what, your name is always the same. Even if you want to use 3 accounts, they're all the same. So what happened to your main account? Because I always want to see that when you are commenting. Innocent Yeme said, I have always talk about these Igbo politicians who has benefited so much from Nigeria, as there are people who are going to be an obstacle to Biafran restoration, and it is actualization. This man, I don't know what you mean. I don't mean that your last statement is not clear to me. Anyway, you mean they are bad? Okay, I think they're bad. I understand it. The A is too long. Okay, there will be an obstacle for Biafran restoration and actualization. That's expected. So I don't think it's a new. It's not a shock for anybody. If you are being honest to yourself, this is something that you have to expect. Yes, you are right. They have benefited a lot, and from the criminality. Not only that, even people that want to benefit from those that benefited, they are also obstacle. What is Ikengu Ragu benefits in Nigeria? He's just betraying his faith and his people simply because what he's expecting to benefit in the future. For this moment, they collected money, but that money is not something that any sensible person will say, okay, because of this money, let me do this. You understand what I mean? But their hope is what they will have in future. Now, see the mindset of someone that wants to give you freedom. That you cannot get this freedom without your politicians. You don't neglect them. And he said that that is why Ojukwu failed. Is that true? The answer is no. what there's no country in this world that have fought for their independence that don't have betrayers among them. There's none. Go and ask. You don't just expect everybody to support you. Do you understand? But when you have people that are ready, people that have the same mindset with you, if you have more supporters than them, they can win you. If you are not ready to face betrayers, that means you are not ready to fight for your freedom. So when if you want to focus on like what they're saying here is laughable. They want a situation whereby you don't have anybody that will oppose your movement for your freedom. No, there's no way you will not, even if you want to bring heaven on earth. Like, I mean, you want if people know, let's assume now that somebody know how to stop people from dying in this earth. The fact that there's something that will do that nobody will die anymore, nobody will fall sick, enjoyment everywhere. Some people here on this earth will still fight against that people, that person that is trying to bring that kind of thing. If there's any development in this world of technology that will make human being not to die anymore, nothing like sickness whatsoever, people will still fight such agitation, such move. It is normal. So if you are afraid of opposition, that means you are not ready to move forward. And that is what this guy is talking about here. They are afraid of opposition. They are afraid of fighting. They are afraid of, and the Patrick, he came, that is, because the voice you heard is voice of, these two voices are from China Saworu and Patrick Ikem. Now, Patrick Ikem said that Mazakan he have always have this kind of open door for negotiation. But what he failed to understand is that the negotiation that Mazakan is talking about is referendum negotiation, not okay, let us support this Mr. A.B. to go to Senate, for that person to go to Senate and start, agitating for Biafra in the red chamber. Who does that? That's what I'm talking about. The question is, if you believe that Southeast politicians will give you freedom, that Biafra will not come, like he said, Biafra will not come without these people. You don't neglect them. The question is, if you have to, go to them, what is it that you're expecting from them actually? Are you expecting them to abandon the political career, which to them, they are in their prime? I mean, they are the state they are now, in Nigerian politics is very, very, they're in epic. They are very, very happy with if things are working for them. Imagine a senator that the salary they're making in a month, to abandon all those things and start telling you Biafra. No, it's not possible. After some of them have done deadly rituals to be where they are today, and you want them to just ignore those things to start talking about that means you are deluded. I don't know why some people reason that way. And like I was saying, there's nothing these people have. Let's assume that normally freedom must come through, like what they said, assuming that in actual sense, politicians are supposed to be the one agitating for Biafra freedom, or they're supposed to be the one, to clear the way for you to fight for freedom. Our own politicians don't have that strength. In Nigerian politics today, no politician from Southeast have that kind of strength. They are all boy. Just like you just imagine this. You went to a palace where king and queen lives, right? And instead of you to work to make sure you find your way to communicate with queen or king, in fact, or even the prince or princess of that palace, you have opportunity to find your way to communicate with them direct. Then you choose to go to one of the maiden and to table your problem to the maiden, and like house help or maid guard and all that. You started worshiping that, washing their clothes, serving somebody that is serving king or prince, for you to reach agreement with prince or king. Does it make any sense? It doesn't make sense, because these people are just servants to real politicians in Nigeria. So if you are to cut deal with politicians. It's not Southeast governors because they don't have say. People that can't even, agitate for them to become elected as a president or top political office in Nigeria. There can't be vice president. There can't be president. Do you understand? How many times have you seen Nigerian Igbo man as a president in Nigeria? Some of you that none of us have seen that, right? So what are you talking about? Is that the people that you go to table your problem, that they will not bring it to their own organ at top? It doesn't make any sense. So that is the mentality of people that surround Muslim Mekan in the name of getting Biafra. Let's play it again before we move to another thing.
Because they knew somebody or somewhere native. Is that the way? In this struggle, you do struggle to a certain point. There are loopholes we have. And let me tell you something. You cannot get Biafra if you neglect the political class in Biafra land. You must always have a strategy to negotiate with them.
Mazi, these are the things I'm saying, that these criminals, what they try to do, another thing they try to do, when they understand that IPOB is having an edge, is to try to close that possibility for negotiation. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always left open. From the beginning of this struggle, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always left a window of negotiation open. That we are ready to negotiate. And these are the things that these criminals, yes.
Mazi, let me tell you something. Ojukwu lost the war because he blinded and out of this thing, he neglected. That's why you see most of the political class later join the Nigerian side to fight him. Mazi, do you understand me? This is the things IPOB will not make it. Irrespective of my life, my life. Do you understand me? Irrespective, we like you, we don't like you. If there is something you can do for us to make sure that we get our freedom, we are not going to be compromised. And most of them know our style. We are brutally honest. And people will come here. Somewhere. But the leadership of the leadership of all of them are
as if this getting your freedom is a rocket science. There are some things you need to do to have your freedom. Are you willing to do that? That's just a simple question. Forget about searching for shortcut. Are you willing to do that? Ojukwu, because what I noticed that about this is that they are not, most of them, they don't regard Ojukwu at all. They don't regard him. I watched a video of Ijele, what he said about Ojukwu. I laughed. It's not that our people are Republican in nature. In some nations, in some race, there are some people that once you talk to the people like Ojukwu, you don't insult him. If you talk bad about him, they will ostracize you. But our own, you can say anything, you can talk anyhow, you can just do it, because we value freedom of speech so much, which I cherish it, but sometimes we intend to abuse it in some, because how can you, Ojukwu is not here, and you are telling people that he's blindly, in summary of what he's saying is that Ojukwu made a mistake. He is not even in support of Ojukwu fighting for Biafra. And the same person is hiding in the same platform that Ojukwu initiated. So these are people that want to give you freedom, right? I don't know. Anyway, Triple M is here, my brother. Nice to have you. Thank you so much for your time. And Happy May did not even say anything again after that. Maybe she's at work, I guess, because she's a very busy person. And okay, I think my brother, I see you, Triple M, And Johnson, Michael, your comment, I see that. So let's move to another thing because we are not going to stay much longer. He has spent some time as well. I was talking about Asad Dogbo. Let me bring it before I forgot. I don't want to forget that at all. Okay, Asad Dogbo. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to his maybe. Like I said, people should stop. If you don't like somebody, don't follow the person. I don't know why people are doing that, and I wish that most of us can learn that, like the way I do my own. I don't follow him. I don't. The only time I can watch that I have chance to listen to Asari Dokubo is just like when people cut his video like this. So imagine if everybody can do that, he will be speaking to himself. Whether he praise you, whether he's talking bad about you, he will be speaking to himself. He will be the one looking for you, not you going to hear what he wants to say. And our people are good at having this kind of sentiment that when people talk good about Igbo, you are, oh, our brother, we are the same. Oh, he's this, oh, he's that. No, you don't do that. Once you fall out, you know, there's this when I was in secondary school, there's our principal said that our principal said that initiated the idea of fell out. If you fail, then you have to come and register again as a new student. I mean, not you repeating class just to but everything that people that are entering school knew have to buy. You have to go and buy it because that time you require one of the requirements is buying hoe, broom, cutlass, and a bucket. Many things in Trust Nigeria now, they will turn you to a farmer in the name of registering in the primary school. That because most of the time, most of the students are they are from villages, they're from village, and some people don't even know how to cultivate. Those of us our parents lives in the township, we don't have that kind of experience, but you have to buy all those things. If when you register before, if you have to buy to school uniform, you have to buy the same thing again. Asari have failed, and he don't need to going back to him because he said I have it, but because a few weeks ago he started trending again. Asari said that he's Igbo. Now he's back again to square one. Listen to him.
Slaves. You continue to accuse people. Slaves. People who sell their own people. People who hit their own people. When human beings are talking, we need go through talk. Human beings are talking, they go through talking. They are using their people for rituals. Every evil on earth, they are number one. Human beings are talking. People do talk, open their mouth to talking to. Yes, I have Igbo blood in me, and I'm ashamed of that Igbo blood in me. If I have a way to remove it, I will remove it. Human beings are talking, Igbos too are talking. Quick. Always abusing other people. I see they are anything, nothing.
Okay.
Two slaves.
He has calling Igbo slaves and all that for a long time. Calling Igbo slave is not even my problem. But some Igbo do call people also slave. Some even call people also, some call people. There's a lot of names in our place. People are not respecting one another, and some people don't even appreciate one another because you are from this community, you are from this state, you are from this family, that kind of thing, which is very, very shocking. And the same people are going through a lot in the hands of others in other nations in Nigeria. Yet within ourselves, we are exposing ourselves by calling names. Some governors are governors today because they are this, they are not that. Some people that could have done something, bring development, they will not allow you to be in politics because you are. This is just a fact. It's a known fact. But this program is not about that. But Asare Dokobo said that Igbos are not. They are talking and they are nothing. Is that not laughable? Only that statement alone should make you to unfollow him. But what do I know? People think they know better than you. You follow somebody when he made a post on his own platform, your own is to abuse, attack. I don't support it. If you don't know what to say, if you don't like what he's saying, don't listen to his video. That's why people that made the platforms made it in such a way that you can block and you can skip. That you have Facebook does not mean that you have to watch every video on Facebook. If you are part of the people that are doing that on social, not only him, even Reno Mokre, don't go there. If you have to comment, don't comment. If you comment, your comment will not change anything. Instead, because then for them to even talk about you or hate you, is they don't even know they hate your race, they hate your nation, where you come from. Innocent and Igbo person will bear, maybe they may instigate the person to be by because of your comment. And the person that will buy don't even know that this person have animosity, have anger issue, have hatred about your race. So some of you will be getting yourself in people's life, taking people's life because of your comment. Allow him. I'm not saying that he's strong to do that. What I'm trying to tell you is that you don't do something that will profit you nothing. What he's saying is wrong, but you go into his platform, because I don't see any reason that would make him to start saying this now. If not because some people some people will go to his comment and start typing pig, that kind of thing, calling him names, which is wrong. Let him do his Agboro, because he's an Agboro. From the get-go, he's a license. Without Agboro, tell me his job. What is the job of Asare Doko? Some people will say, oh, he have business, he have schools. Before he have those, before he have this investment that we are calling now, how did he make the money? It's not from Agboro job. It's Agboro man talking, and you guys are some people say. Don't, if you are the type, just stop it. It doesn't make any sense. Anything that you yourself know that you don't like this video, you don't like somebody's video, why must you follow that person? That is why people that build a platform have follow and unfollow, like, subscribe and unsubscribe. You think if every Igbo person stay away from Asare Dokobo's page, he will hardly post anything there. I'm telling you, because 90% of his followers are Igbos. But even with this video that he made, that you see somebody, Igbo people, oh, don't mind him, sir. Don't mind them, sir. He's not. Asare is not attacking the person that insulted him. He's attacking the entire race. You see somebody trying to don't mind him, sir. Forget. No, that is wrong. You need to get out from that place, so that he will do his program the way he wants to do it, and he will feel calm without seeing your insulting words, in your negative comment. Is good, but our people always want to do something that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. You see, Ijele speak when he started attacking everybody. He thought I blocked him totally. Many people like that. I don't hide feelings, to be honest with you. I will tell you straight. When Pastor Emeka Livingstone started his own, calling him names, saying this and saying that, I blocked him. Why? He did not even attack me, but I know that he's saying something that will make me unhappy. So why will I listen to you when I know that your video is all about provocation? Some people may like it, but to me, I don't like it. So best thing I need to do is to stay away from me. I will not come here to start telling you, oh, he said no. If I don't like you and you are, I'm kind of bringing you a video or talking about you, I'm doing that to tell people more about how gullible or how poor you are in terms of reasoning. You are not okay upstairs. I can do that, but not to subscribe to follow you. No. When Master Prophet did the same thing, I stopped following him until he repented. When I saw his video, then if he posts video, I can check the one he said. Because some videos he will, you know, he's not 100% repented, but sometimes he will say something, he will leak information about the thought of Master Makano's family and on PM on Biafrans. That's why I'm still bringing it. It's not that, because I don't see any reason in playing all his video where he praising one person and another, telling you that this woman is best, this woman is, no, I don't do that. So I think that's enough for now about this issue, and people should stop it. Actually, it is not your fault. It is our people that said themselves cheap. Exactly. You can say anything. Calling people slave. Yeah, you're slave. Somebody that is begging for his father's oil for him to. He's just agbo in terms of pipeline. That's nothing more. What is your job? What is your job? What have you achieved apart from agbo work? You think if Nigeria is a decent country, maybe it's just like a normal country. After we have anything, no. Somebody that don't have any, that have not been in Nigerian military, that have not received any training apart from going to receive in Saudi Arabia, telling you that he have his own military way, comparing himself with a private army in Russia, that they have their own, and he was bragging that and the government allowed that kind of nonsense, where an individual will be telling you that he performed better than the army of the nation, and nothing happened to him. As long as you're against Igbo people, you can say anything and you get away with it. Did our people notice that? Did they know that Asari Dokubo, he was the one pushing a special force that PM was complaining about in Ihamu with the 5 people in Ihamu? Asari is their commander, but with the presence of different government in Ezra, he is no more. They have pushed him, out in different land, and which he himself started complaining before Musa. Asara was the first person that started complaining before Musa, but out of pride, he don't want to say it the way Musa said his own. Even Israel, even Moses and Israelites in Egypt, whenever Moses gave instructions to Israelites, some group of Israelites that eating with Pharaoh will be opposition against Moses. That is the case of Master Mekan. Cletus, you are in spirit. You are in spirit. You know what Cletus Onwoka, that's his name. You are in spirit. You know what you are saying, and that is what is going on. Anyway, let me bring to you this, and let's before we end the program.
The federal government, they cannot keep Kanu for more than 24 hours. See that again? Without this politician from the east supporting the federal government, the federal government will not keep Kanu more than 24 hours if they are not getting the support from the eastern people.
Okay.
Just as what they have said. Now the Kanu presented a request. 7 requests, 7. I just as I mentioned. And when Buhari came to commission project in the southeast, Imo precisely, go and look at the requests Opus Odima presented before Buhari. The list of Nnamdi Kanu was not among the requests.
Okay.
If they are serious-minded people, they are not coming to do meetings to deceive Nigerians. When Buhari came, why did you present? When they came to commission, when they came to inaugurate Opus Odima, what was the request? Did he present a request before the president? He did not. So they are not going to do meetings. Why are they deceiving? Honest truth. Kanu, for me, or in otherwise, I don't see the crime they have committed, or in otherwise by the law, by the court. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Well said. You have spoken very, very well. What he said is true. And, that's why I told us that PM, Ojo Yokomi Ganeva, he said that these people were not even discussing. That meeting they claimed they had discussed about is all about Master Makanda's release. It's a lie. And some people from Masnamakanos families they are celebrating them. These are ceremonial requests. It's not proper request. They have not made proper request of Masakano's release. And I believe that what will make them to release Masakan will be, Biafran redeclaration. That will be the issue. And for people like China Saworo thinking that political class are this or that, is this, is that. That's the only thing I will tell you. And somebody that is down can never ever fear to fall because you're already on the floor. So Biafrans and Igbos are down. So you threaten everybody that you push them down it simply means that you are deluded. So they are down in terms of economically, politically, infrastructure, name it, freedom, everything. They have pushed Biafra into the wall. So pushing back shouldn't be, there's no risk in pushing back. Because if you keep quiet, keeping quiet is more risky than pushing back. You have to push back. Otherwise, they will strangle you. That is it. Unless you are ready to meet Chukwuka, then allow them to continue the way they are, because they will shrink you, and that's the intention, and that's the agenda, or that's just the fact. Okay, my people, we have come to an end of this program. Thank you so much for your time. We have other things to share and discuss with you. If I find time later, maybe tomorrow, but I don't think this is it's just in less than 1 hour. It could come 12 midnight in Biafra land. So I don't think we will be able to have a late broadcast, but let's see if it's possible or not. But please, if you are new in this platform, subscribe, like the video, share it, and comment. Tell us what you think about all we've discussed. If you have anything different from what we discussed, maybe if you have something that where you think that did not present well, you can also put it on comment section and tell us a better way to do that. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, depending on time zone, and God bless you all. Play to Sonwoka, happy May, Triple M, Richard, I see you, thank you, Johnson, and who again, Innocent, yes, Innocent, thank you guys. And if I do not mention your name, that does not mean that you are worthless. No, it simply means that we cannot mention every other name here. And God bless you all, and see you again. Bye bye for now.